Well, hello YouTube, it's me, Fortmaster, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4. And yeah, this episode is going to be a little different, unfortunately, because it would seem that while I was recording this session, I forgot to check whether Bandicam was actually connected to my microphone, and it was not, so I spent the next, almost 2 hours of playtime not recording anything I actually said. Look at him. So young, so full of life. Unaware of the pain that's about to hit him. So this episode's going to be a little different. One, it's going to be much more compressed than my normal editing style because, quite frankly, I want to get all of this packaged into one episode so I can get back to, normal. So I'm just going to be, highlighting all the, story beats that I hit, all the quests I complete, and, just going to be talking about them as they happen. And yeah. So without further ado, let's move on then. And yeah, now we're over at the Greenwich Tunnel, heading over to Millwall, and we find this pleasant little message from the past.
This is Air Raid Warden Hodges, stationed at the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. Urgent message to our command, British GCHQ. We've used the foot tunnel as a makeshift bunker for shelter. I need to report an imminent disaster. There are explosions, massive explosions, tearing through the tunnel. I repeat, we had civilians down here seeking refuge. We tried to evacuate, but it's too late. The tunnel's been compromised, and it's filling with water. I can hear it. Water! It's flooding in fast. We're trapped. I repeat, we're trapped down here. We have no way out, and there are civilians with us. Children! We need immediate assistance. I can hardly breathe. The water's rising. And it's coming in faster.
Yeah, war never changes now, does it? Yes, and so far, my absolute favorite part of the game. I don't know, I know that they've changed the lighting a bit in this mod, but I don't know what it is like, or if it's just because of my lights or my graphics settings or something, but I cannot, for the life of me, get this game to lighten up. Like, especially like the deep shadows like here, like I can barely see a thing of what I was shooting at here. I'm okay with, being in the dark. What I'm not okay with is not being able to see what I'm doing. And also just, the concept of these ghouls being trapped down here for several hundred years. Yay. Oh yeah, in this part, right! And of course, I mean, this game takes place in London. You have to have a tea station. I just wish I had, the stuff to actually make the tea, because, I'm looking at some of the buffs on some of these, and that's really good. Oh, the British. So here we are at a beef eater burger, which isn't beef eater like Irish slang for the British or something? I think.
To whoever's been tasked with delivering this message, listen closely and keep your voice down. You ain't meant to be seen around here, not by anyone at the farm. They'd set off all the alarms if they caught you. Now, if you're looking for what's hidden, you'll need to follow my instructions carefully. Behind the outhouses, there's a cluster of straw bales stacked up. Pay attention now, because there's a hatch hidden under them bales. Yeah, that's right. Just push the straw aside, and you'll reveal the hatch. It's the secret entrance to our poachine cellar. Only a few of us know about it, and we'd like to keep it that way. We got some valuable stuff in there, and we're not too keen on sharing with just anyone who stumbles upon the farm. So, use this holotape as your guide, but don't let anyone see you. If you're discreet, you'll find your way to the cellar safe and sound. Remember, stay quiet and keep this our little secret. Good luck.
Yeah, so I spent the next half hour trying to find that that secret stash. Could not find it for the life of me.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Protect and survive.
Also, like the fact that they've given the Protectrons a British voice lines now. Perfect.
right, mate? You down to trade? Take a look. Farewell.
And yeah, here we have Jimmy hats making their grand re-entrance into the franchise since Fallout 2. And yes, they are consumable, which means, yeah, they offer 20 rad resistance. Oh god, I love this game. And yeah, we meet some more Syndicate pups, but yeah, they're not hostile for some reason. I guess because they don't know that I'm with the Vagabonds. And they're outside this ship, which is like a base of theirs or something. And it's called the Dredge, the HMS Dredge, so it's still in the Royal Navy, apparently. But what caught me off guard was the fact that it's actually the HMS Dreadnought. Now, I was very confused when I first saw that, because I was wondering if they were saying that in the Fallout timeline, the Dreadnought was somehow preserved, like the first all-big gun battleship. But don't judge me on this. My curiosity got the better of me, and I had to turn on no clip just to sate my curiosity, see if this actually was like a super heavily modified HMS like battleship Dreadnought. But yeah, it's not. It's just a freighter called the Dreadnought, which, you know, okay, I don't know why you'd give that to a freighter, but also, looking at this after I'm editing, how did this ship have enough room to actually turn into the canal? Like, that canal is way too thin for a ship this big. That's not just me, right?
Oh, hello, stranger. How wonderful to meet you. Lovely day.
And we find Yvette. Yeah, but apparently I'm too stupid to get that she's trying to hide. So, yeah, that's gonna need to be fixed.
Bye.
Thank goodness I have kids' meals on me, which
Well,
apparently
supper in the
increase
churchyard.
perception.
What else could you want now?
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that from a fast food kids meal.
What brings you here then? Well, you should go tell your old friend that I'm fine and I don't need some fresh-faced lab rat to babysit me. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I'm rather busy at the moment. Wait for it. Wait for it. And we're clear. Finally, that bloody guard moved out of earshot. We can drop the charade. Do you have any idea the amount of danger you put us in just now? Never mind, there's no time. I'm actually glad you're here. I was just about to sneak into where they're holding Uma and try and break her out. But it's a suicide mission without a proper distraction. I don't know. The kind where all the guards are paying attention to you and not me and the prisoners sneaking out the back door. Use your imagination. Ugh, fine. But we really have to make this quick. We're seriously running out of time. What do you want to know? Only a few, but they're armed to the bleeding teeth. I think you can probably take them, but maybe find some cover first. There's a holding area in the building right at the edge of the square. I saw them bring her in there earlier today. There are probably a few guards patrolling in there, but if you're quiet enough, you could slip in and out undetected and head for the hills. She's an old mate of mine. We go way back. Grew up causing mischief in the Tower Hamlets together. When we got older, and I run off to join the vagabonds, she decided to stay behind and live a simpler life. We would catch up from time to time, but I'd have to sneak in and out of Millwall whenever I came to check on her. I guess the last time we spoke, I wasn't careful enough. Someone spotted us together and ratted her out to the dogs. But none of that matters at the moment. What matters now is getting her out of this mess I made. Wow, really? The Syndicate likes to make examples of people for having any ties to other gangs, no matter how loose those ties may be. In this case, my friend Uma is the one being made an example of for something she had nothing to do with. Someone saw her and I talking and snitched. Now they're claiming she helped plan a train station attack, so they're going to murder her in the town square, and it's all my fault. Got it? All caught up? Good. Guns, bombs, knives, fists if you're hard. Sing a fucking aria for all I care. As long as these Syndicate knobs are looking at you and not at me and Uma legging it out the back door. Finally. So, what would you rather do? Sounds good. Be careful. See you at the safe house, lab rat.
Some people just need a slap, don't they, mate? Get off, you lousy mongrel. You fucked yourself now, mate. You're gonna wind up with one of those meat. Yeah.
Lock the door behind you. How are you alive right now? And in relatively fine form at that. Unbelievable. I can't believe we actually pulled it off. You really ripped those Syndicate bastards to shreds, lab rat. That was incredible. Where'd you learn to fight like that? I've got to be honest, I was not thrilled to see you when you first showed up, but I'll be damned if you didn't save the day. Thank you. Well, it's very much appreciated. I'm sure Blind Nelson and Gaunt will feel the same way. Good to hear your voice, Gaunt. And thanks to our trusty lab rat here, me and Uma are alive and kicking. Over.
Oh, it's not gone. It's Johnny. Christ, it's good to hear your voice too. You guys shouldn't have run off like that. Gaunt won't best pleased. Threw a chair at Nelson, he did.
Yeah, they're right here beside me. Over.
Oi, lab rat. Nice work out there today. I think I speak for everyone on this end of the microphone when I say you finally proved yourself loyal to our little family. I better come back to see what Gaunt has to say, though. Better get your bums back to the Swan when the heat dies down. Over and out. Over. Over.
Well, our little wayfarer has returned. You're looking in a lot better nick than when we first found you, I must say. I've been paying mind to what you've been up to round here. Seems you're not a bad sort, me old mucker. So listen, I got an opportunity for you. You can keep on doing odd jobs for us, help out here and there for a few tickets, or you can step up to the big game. I'm offering you the chance to join the ranks of the vagabonds. Join our family proper. Your blood becomes our blood. Our fate becomes your fate. What do you say? Glad your gun's on our side. That's what I like to hear. But now let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still have a task for you before you join proper. We're on a war footing, and every new recruit has to prove their value for the effort. You want to join the vagabonds, you gotta show your loyalty and your worth. The job is straightforward. Put down a dog and bring me its collar. Not just any dog though. I want the blood of a Syndicate Enforcer captain, and I want its lapel pin in my hand as proof of the deed. Do that and you'll truly be one of us. Speak to Nelson for more info. The other lieutenants can kit you out with some gear.
We need the numbers. All right, Labrat. What can I do for you? Since you ask, I could do with someone fetching something personal down Millwall way. I used to go to St. Edmund's Church there, and the old songs have been on my mind lately. Fancy popping along and nabbing a hymn book from there? Champion.
Help? I can't help with that. Can't even see enough to help you. Ha ha! You gotta do this on your own. No hand-holding. But I'll give you a bit of background so you know what you're in for. The Syndicate has an enforcement division known by locals as the Sniffers. Their whole job is to keep the peace, as they call it, meaning meting out a bit of the old ultra-violence against anything they consider subversive. Pretty cruel bunch by all accounts. They tend to wander around in small groups round Millwall, looking for trouble. You'll find a few round Tower Hamlets and the Dome too. Each group has a captain, and they're usually smart and tough. You want to get that pin off their collar, you gotta be smarter and tougher. And they ain't the complacent type, so don't expect no shortcuts here. Like I said, no hand-holding on this one. You're on your own, I'm afraid. Do please try not to die. And there'll be consequences.
Boy, wipe that smarmy look off your face before I have one of my friends do it for you. What, you think we don't know this place is a dump? You should do something about that then. You look like a bulldog licking piss off a thistle. The name's John the Screw. I'm the one in charge of fixing up this pub that you so clearly think you're better than. Hell no. The Swan and Mitre used to be the finest pub this side of the Thames. The Jewel of Bromley it was, right up until those pikey twats from the Isle of Dogs trashed the place. We've been trying to rebuild ever since, and if it weren't for those balmy nutters over at Bromley DIY, we might well be done by now. You know what? That gives me a brilliant idea. How would you? Well, the reason the Swan still looks like the town tip isn't because I've been sitting on my arse doing nothing. We're up to our eyes in repairs and running low on supplies, fast. Typically, I'd send one of the leads down to Bromley DIY to pick up what we need. But the last time I did, a junkie blindsided him with the business end of a sledge. Now nobody wants to go near the place. But you seem like an hard sort. If you were to go take care of the hooligans down at the DIY so we can continue our work, I'd certainly make it worth your while. Brilliant, mate. You're doing me a huge favour. Bromley DIY is just up the road. You can't miss it. If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Huh. Well, if you're out and about, then can you get me some decent booze? I've not been able to venture out lately, and I'm getting sick of all what's down the bar. Any new brewers sent me right as rain.
My mother wanted...
What you after? Lead. Yeah, lead. Heavy stuff. Need it for making more ammo? Go get me some. Good sport. What?
down there.
The hell was that? Aha! I'll give you that one.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for me this episode. While editing this, I couldn't help but notice just how much more I could compact my editing when I'm not actually talking. But yeah, I did go and explore a couple of places, did some more shooting, but there was nothing really of any specific value, so I didn't really include that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. So I mean, I hope you guys liked. And of course, more normal episodes next time, hopefully, if I don't mess up again. But yeah, that'll be it. So I hope you guys liked. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.